it is Sarah here from the Brave Girl Empire, and in this training video, I'm going to be talking about some very basic tax info for business beginners. This is stuff that I did not know right away when I first got signed up, and keep in mind, I am not a tax professional. It's always best to talk to your tax person or a financial advisor or somebody who has been in business for a long time. Just reach out to them and ask. I'm just going to share with you what I've learned along the way and what's helped over the past couple of years. And as I learn more information, I will put that under the resources tab on the Brave Girl Empire training site. So the really nice thing about being in business for yourself, being in this business as a Beachbody coach, is that there are several tax write-offs that you can apply to your business, and this will come in handy at the end of the year. So, for example, I'm going to be filling out my taxes here in like the next week or two, and I'm going to be filling in all of my tax stuff from the previous year. So, in the other video, I shared with you some of the business essentials that I like to have around my office, and one of those things that I like to keep handy, hold on just one second, one of those things that I keep handy is one of these black expandable file folders. This is just a really cheap one. It's plastic, whatever, and it pops out here. It's got 13 folders in there. So that means what you can do is, I want you to print off 12 sheets of paper, or whatever. I have my sheets printed, and I have expenses for January, and then I have income for January. So I will put that in my January section, and then any receipts that I have from that month pertaining to my business, I will also put in that folder. So I keep all of that in here. Those are my hard copy receipts that I have, and this is just a black expandable file folder. And the other thing that I use, now keep in mind, there are several different apps that they have out there that you can use to track your expenses. Personally, the one that I found to be the best one, just for me, is called Expensify. This is also underneath of the Essential Apps tab underneath of resources on the Brave Girl Empire. So Expensify is an app, and let's see, oh, my phone is going to die, so I can't bring it up in here. But on my phone, I have Expensify down here. Nope, I don't have it down there. Where is it? Oh, here's Expensify. You can't see it. It's too dead. But all of my, yep, it's too dead. All of my receipts are listed in there. You can take a picture of every single receipt that you have, and it automatically stores it in Expensify. You can also link Expensify right to your bank accounts, your debit cards, your credit cards, so that all of your expenses go through there and you can categorize them. I did create a list on the training website of some helpful business categories. So, for example, for tax write-offs, something that's a tax write-off would be if you purchase a new smartphone for your business. A portion of that is tax deductible. I don't know the exact amounts. You have to look on the resources site for taxes. I'll link to all of that in there. If you buy any home, furniture for your home office, if you have, Ryan, hold on a second. I'm recording a training video. Please close the door and I will come out and get you one. Thank you. As soon as I'm finished, you need to close the door. I'll let you know. Okay. So for example, if you purchase an office chair, that is tax deductible. A portion of your internet bill is tax deductible if you're using your cell phone. If you use your vehicle for business, a portion of that becomes tax deductible. I will put all of that information that you need to know on to the Brave Girl Empire resource site. What you need to know if you're just coming in as a beginning coach is I want you to start keeping track of your Shakeology orders. I want you to take a picture of your invoices with your Expensify app. Take a picture of your invoices and then put the hard copy in the black file folder so that you have those. just in case you ever get audited or you turn that into your tax person. They will love you for that. They don't just want you to give them a shoebox full of like receipts and papers. Like, thanks. So start keeping track of anything you do. So for example, today when I went to the coffee shop, it's called Blue Play Cafe here in town, and I got to meet with some new people. That was a prospecting place. I was meeting people that I could potentially becoming my clients. So that is a business expense for me. That is one of those things that a portion of that is tax deductible. I met with a friend who's helping me with my business. I met with a fellow coach, and I met 3 new people who are now interested in joining a challenge group and possibly doing a fitness class there at the cafe. So that's pretty exciting. So today, that 14, 18, I probably spent $25 at, probably more than that. I probably spent like $30 today at the cafe, but that entire portion is a tax write-off because it was for building my business. You can track your mileage in here. So if you drive into town, so today when I drove into town, I'm tracking my mileage. I was driving to the cafe to go meet people about business. Those are business miles. You can track that in the Expensify app. You can type in the addresses where you went and find the mileage, or you can turn on the GPS while you're driving and it'll track where you go. So you don't have to like, have a vehicle logbook where you write down your odometer. Yeah, there's just so much stuff becomes tax deductible at the end of the year. For example, my home office, which is a really huge office. I have a home office out here. The electricity, the heating, and whatever it costs for this room becomes tax deductible because it's for a home office and I'm a home-based business. So these are just a very, very few ways that as a coach you are going to be able to earn some tax write-offs. Another one of the tax write-offs as a Beachbody coach is me personally. This was one of the things that was pretty sweet, was because I am buying healthy organic foods and meals. And so now my grocery bill, and this is something that I asked my tax person about, they said that because my meal plan is part of what I do for work, I'm buying all this food and I'm buying organic stuff and whatever, my organic groceries are now part of my tax write-off because it's what I do for my job. I have to have this specific food for the meal plans for my workouts. So that's pretty awesome. My Shakeology that I am drinking for my own health and myself is a tax write-off because it's for my business. What I'm sharing with other people, if you have Shakeology that you are simply buying to give away to people to hand out, that is also a tax write-off because you are giving that away. That's like a client demo. Any money that you spend on doing expos, any money that you spend on like vendors fees or anything like that, all of that is a tax write-off. So there's just so much. I will put all of the information. There's way, way more. This is just tip of the iceberg. And this is just what I know so far. I don't know everything. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing what I've learned so far. So I'm going to put all of the links and resources underneath of the tax thing on the resource tab on the Brave Girl Empire training site. But the very number one thing I want you to take away from this is just to start keeping your receipts and just to start tracking your expenses and to start making a habit of it. The time when it's really going to matter the most is when you are making that, $1,000 or $2,000 a month or a week and your business is really exploding. That is when you're really going to be wanting to get really good at tracking expenses. And also any money, so if you're, okay, this is another thing. If you're to take a trip, let's say I'm going to Minneapolis in a couple months. Going to Minneapolis, we're going to be taking the boys to Legoland, but we're also going to be attending a Beachbody event there. So I can count my gas money out there as a tax write-off because I'm doing that for business. If you go to a training seminar, or you do any of this stuff, like I went to a Danny Johnson training seminar. I purchased my personal development library, tax write-off, tax write-off. Personal development books, tax write-off. Audible membership, tax write-off. Amazon Prime membership. If you can prove that you use this for your business, tax write-off. There's so much stuff out there that becomes a tax write-off when you have a small business. So it's really important to educate yourself on that. But anyways, I digress. The number one thing you want to do, really just start keeping your receipts in a little black thing and start tracking your expenses on Expensify. So I hope this was helpful. If you need more tax information, remember to contact your local tax rep, your financial advisor, or just search online. There's so many books out there, so many resources available. Talk to somebody who's higher up in a business and who really, really knows what they're talking about and who's been in it for a while, and ask them for advice. So hope this was helpful. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the resources on the Brave Girl Empire training site. Have a good night. Bye.